What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and let's jump right into another day trading recap. So I want to go ahead and start the day off actually showing you guys momentum stock. I know looking at the NASDAQ every day can get a little boring and dry, so I definitely want to take time to incorporate maybe just like a one momentum stock a day because they are definitely a lot more exciting to look at because of their moves. And today the stock that went off, one of the top ones, was ticker symbol DRUG. It's it's one of the top gappers on the day, and if I pull it up right now, as you guys can see, it definitely traded very crazy today. It had moves like BBBY, but much greater, right? Because BBBY almost it pushed up like around 80% when it did soar, and this stock, as you guys can see, was trading under $1. Once it broke this resistance, it really started going. It started popping off on a lot of people's charts because it was moving up, and it really started to gap up. Look at this percentage gain. Over 200% you could have made today. So you guys can do the math. If you threw in $1,000, you would have came out with an extra $2,000 on top, something like that. And basically, this stock is very just interesting to look at because of how much they gap up, right? Look at it on the 180 day. This stock has just been consistently dying, trending below the SMA line, and kind of just forming this resistance right around here, this past previous little time it's been trading here for like a month. And once it was able to break this in this morning, it absolutely shot up. So if I can go ahead and get rid of that. These stocks can be looked at as penny stocks, right? Because they trade very their dollar price is very little, right? It's $2.17 and ended up hitting highs around $4.75. So these stocks definitely have huge potential to be able to push up and provide a good reward. But like I said, it's always important to make sure to manage your risk if you're going to trade something like this. The reason I ended up switching on over to trade the NASDAQ was because I did try trading momentum stocks for a little while, and I just felt uncomfortable with these huge drops and managing my risk, right? Look at these drops, like 15% at once. Just can get very uncomfortable, right? And the stock just did a great job today of pushing up and trying to trend between the top VWAP and the middle VWAP on its way up. Right after that, it hit the top VWAP here for highs of the day. Tried to pull up again and pass it, couldn't, made a lower high and ultimately got rejected, going all the way back down to around $1.85 is where it's trading now. So it's important if you're going to trade these stocks to make sure to realize that these stocks definitely have huge gains. They're almost like pump and dump, so don't ever be afraid to lock in profits. Like I said yesterday, it's unrealistic to think these can go on just forever and ever. They will die out once the hype and momentum kind of dies out, so yeah, just keep that in mind. And if we're gonna look at the NASDAQ right now, the NASDAQ today was trading right around here with the market open, and as you guys can see, leading into it, it was consistently selling off now. After it started rallying for a bit, this was early in the morning, leading into the pre-market, it was making lower highs and lower lows, right? And today was unfortunately another red day, as you guys can see from the thumbnail. Definitely not my best week at all. This is my fourth red day in a row, right? I'm down like around 1.7% on the week. And on the day, I am down nothing crazy, like right around the $20 mark. So what did I do wrong today? What could I have done better for sure to lead myself to be profitable? And the clear mistake I can see that I made today was I was so kind of one-sided thinking because it was forming lower lows and lower highs that it was just going to be a big SQs day today. Because if I show you on the 5-day 5-minute, ever since we hit the highs here, it's been just drastically still forming these lower highs and lower lows, and it's been selling off kind of aggressively now, right? So today I thought it'd be no different, and that is what led me to be red on the day because I kept looking for SQs plays, and eventually, while it did fall with a lot of chop, obviously leading up to it, like the NASDAQ likes to have the first like half hour it opens, it ultimately ended up coming down to the bottom VWAP, which was previously another support level where it's bounced off of and rallied. And I definitely just did not take that into mind. I was so one-sided thinking it was going to form these lower highs and lower lows and keep following this trend below the bottom VWAP and just to keep falling, right? Look at the 10-day, 30-minute. Definitely looked like it had room if it broke the support to drastically sell off. So I was so one-sided on that I just didn't look for TQ plays really today. And by the time I did look to get into it, it was just, it had already pushed up so much and near top VWAP and eventually just started trading kind of sideways, right? So what is my takeaway from today? My big takeaway is make sure to always pay attention on the bigger time frames to potential support areas and resistance areas that may be good ideas to good locations to sell, because if you don't keep that in mind like I did today, you will be just so blind as to where the direction can head. And it's always important to take note of the potential support areas and resistance areas, because even though it was forming these consistent lower highs and lower lows and selling off hard, it did approach this previous area. It has bounced before, and I was naive to think that it couldn't happen because it was consistently selling off so hard. But I was obviously wrong on the day because it found a support down here and picked up nicely all the way up to the top VWAP, and definitely just try to hold around this level. So yeah, that's my recap for NASDAQ today, and I want to leave you guys off on another little note. Me and my brother were talking, and we were definitely thinking about starting a new YouTube channel. I know we just started this one, but we were really, we thought it was a good idea to start a YouTube channel solely for paper trading. We might name it like Trader X Paper Trading, but the reason for that is because we can, if we wanted to, trade with a bigger dollar amount. Uh, on those obviously simulated trades, it's not real money, so we can use basically any dollar amount we want. We could use $50,000, $100,000, and we think content like that will definitely seem a lot more appealing to you guys because all of you can try it. It's paper money. It's a great way to learn how to start investing in the market without putting any real capital at risk. And on top of that, just the bigger numbers and bigger losses we could potentially have are just a lot more attractive, right? Than looking at days like today, I was down like $19. It was, although it was real money, obviously not the biggest number, not the most exciting number, and I know it can be a little tedious and boring to tune in every day when we're not trading with such a large dollar amount right now while we're still getting better. So definitely let us know if that's something you guys would like to see in the comments down below. But yeah, we thought it was definitely a good idea, but we will obviously only do it if you guys agree to that as well. So that's just it. Thank you guys all so much for tuning back in. Definitely excited to trade tomorrow and definitely look to have a nice bounce back and hopefully minimize my loss on the week. Alright guys, take it easy and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.